So starting on your back, we'll have the knees bent, but the feet out in front of the knees. And we'll just start with the eyes closed, if that's okay. If anytime it doesn't feel safe or comfortable to close your eyes, it's fine to keep the eyes open, but it's nice to have like a heavy lid so the eyes are relaxed, and kind of gazing down at one point, so there's not a lot of stimulation coming in through the eyes. Just letting the breath start to deepen. Very intentionally breathing into the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. We can start to warm up the neck a little, just letting the head turn to one side. Just holding it there. Breathing deep. On your next inhale, lifting the head. And exhaling to the other side. Continuing with long, slow, deep breaths. Bringing your head back to center with an inhale. And then cross your hands onto your chest. You're going to take a breath in and then exhale and curl up, but not all the way, like 2/3 of the way, just this far. And then inhale down. And then exhale up 2/3. Inhale down. And then exhale all the way up. You can keep your hands on your chest, or if you want to work harder, arms come up. Tuck your chin. And then lower slowly. Taking as many breaths as you need. When you come down, we cross the hands. Inhale. Exhale 2/3. Inhale down, exhale up. then lower slowly. So there's an energizing breath for the first two, and then a slow, long, relaxing breath or breaths for the last descent. Try to lower with control. Don't collapse at the end. If your neck is bothering you, you can also just hold on to your head as you lower, but hopefully tucking the chin will take out any difficulty with the neck. Last one. And then when you come down, stretch long, straight legs, arms overhead. Breathing into those belly muscles, which probably feel nice and tight, maybe even a little sore. Give them some love, make some space into the tightness with your nice full breath. Stretching long. Good. And then bring the arms by your side. Work the lower abdominal muscles. Really important for a healthy back to have these muscles be nice and strong. So we're going to bring the knees in and then straighten the legs. And in and straight. And the lower you straighten the legs, the more you're working those lower abdominal muscles. Inhale straight, exhale in. Two more. And then hug the knees to the chest. You might want to rock a little bit side to side. Massaging the back. Good. We'll complete the abs by working the obliques, those side abdominal muscles, also super important. I'm going to give you two options. The first one is to have your legs up. And I'll just show you so you can decide which one you want. And this one we're going to do off to one side. I don't know if you can see on the video that I'm going to the side. We're going to stay on one side, and then we'll switch and we'll go to the other side. If you're having issues with your neck, that might not work for you. The other thing I want to say about that is even though you're going up, you want to look straight. That really protects your neck. So imagine that you're looking through your legs, even while you're reaching up. When I do that, it doesn't bother my neck, but you may be having an acute neck situation. So I'm going to give you this option, which is to bend the knees at a right angle. And then you can go this way, but you can also go this way. And then we're just going to go to one side. So if your arms are here, it's going to look like this. And if your arms are here, it's going to look like this. So you decide what you want to do. And we're going to do 25 on each side. So let's begin. You may have already started. Switching sides after your 25. And if you're complete, hug your knees in, roll your head from side to side. Let's clasp the hands around that left leg. Straighten the right leg out, flexing the right foot. Few deep breaths. And then we'll take the hand inside and then lift so you're in happy baby, but only on one side. So you're lifting the left foot up to face the sky and bring the right arm overhead. And stretch long between the right arm and the right foot. Breathe slowly. Exhale, drop the back of your left shoulder toward the ground. Try to keep your right leg pressing down and out. And then take the right arm out to the right side and straighten the left leg out to the left side. Either holding underneath or from above, whatever makes you feel like the stretch is supported. And try not to think about how low you can get to the ground, because sometimes then people will end up having their leg further away from them. You want to try to have it at least straight out to the side, if not moving closer toward your shoulder. And turn your head to the right. Good, and then lift the left leg up. Clasp your hands behind the back of the leg, and we're just going to bend and straighten the leg. Keeping the foot flexed. Good, hold it up, release the hands, and lower down slowly. Breathing with it. And when it comes down, rest both legs and feet. Just take a moment here, feeling your body, feeling your breath. And then we'll do the other side. Pulling the right knee into the chest. Flexing the left foot and reaching it out long. When you breathe, does the right leg coming in displace the breath? Do you notice the breath just as much on the right side as the left side, or does that change because of this position? So we'll take the right hand inside the leg, around the bottom of the foot, lift the foot, and bring the left arm overhead. Stay strong in your left leg. Reach long out of your left arm. And on your next exhale, relax the back of your right shoulder toward the ground. Where is the breath emphasized when you're in this shape? What happens if you breathe in longer rather than just taking the breath that feels comfortable? If you move beyond the comfort zone and breathe deeper, notice where the breath goes. Okay. Now straighten that right leg out to the side, bringing your left arm out to the side. Keep your left leg engaged. Support your right leg below or above. And turn your head to the left.
Bing is in the waiting room.
Lift the leg back up. And clasp the hand behind the back of the leg. And we'll just bend and straighten, flexing the foot. And then hold straight, keep the foot flexed, and lower down slowly. Relax the feet, relax the body, feel your breath. And then bend your knees and roll over onto either side. And press yourself up, coming into a table position. Going onto hands or fists. Knees lining up under the hips. Okay, and we'll just start with a simple cat and cow. So the breath continues to move belly, ribs, chest, and the spine just moves similarly. Beginning by curling the tailbone up and lifting the eyes up at the end of the inhale, curling the tailbone down and dropping the head at the end of the exhale. So both directions, the movement starts at the tail and ends in the head. And back to neutral. Let's bring the forearms down. Touch the elbows and touch the palms. Bend the elbows. Send your hips back. Rest your forehead on your biceps, moving your hips back as far as they'll go. The palms are together and facing upward. The elbows stay together. You continue to move your hips back. Shift the weight forward again. Separate the elbows to shoulder width apart. Separate the hands to shoulder width apart. Straighten your legs, curl your toes under, and come into a low plank. Keep your gaze down or even look back at your toes. Lift your belly to support your back. Steady, slow, long breath. Good. Bring the knees down. Come onto your palms again. And we'll take a high plank. Notice how my neck is in line with the rest of my spine. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. Straight line. Gaze down. And then roll over onto the outside of your left foot. You can keep your right foot on the ground. If you're able to balance with the right foot on top of the left foot, do that. And if the whole thing is just too much work for you today, then just keep your left knee down on the ground for a modified plank as we take the arm up. Now we're going to reach that arm overhead and reach out long through that right foot. Get a nice long side stretch. Maybe taking the gaze down if that feels better for your neck. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Now we're going to take that right foot behind the left foot. So if you had it in front, bring it behind. If your knee was down, you can keep it down. And then we're going to rotate, facing the chest up, looking up, and then taking your gaze back toward your fingertips. Again, that left knee can be down. It just looks like this. Good. And then bring the hands down. Keep the legs where they are so that you're in a bit of a twist. If you want to deepen the twist, then take that right hand and bring it behind the left hand. And then flip the legs back, either holding plank or taking child's pose to rest. See what you need, what you want. You decide what your practice looks like, what serves you. What serves your body, not your ego. What serves your body? What does your body need? Maybe you need a little bit more energizing practice today and you want to stay in the harder poses. That's great. If you don't, listen to that. Okay, if you're in child's pose, make your way back up into plank. Then we'll take side plank on the other side. Roll onto the outer side of your right foot. Your left foot can stay on the floor in front. If you're able to stack the feet though, that's what you can do. And then the arm lifts up and comes overhead. And then reach out long. Again, if the knee is on the ground, that's fine. You still get that nice long side stretch. Reaching out of the foot, reaching out of the hand. Finding the way to not strain your neck here. And then we'll step the left foot back behind the right foot. Rotate the body up. Drop the head back. Gaze at the fingertips. Breathe space into the front body. Good. Bring the hand down, but keep the legs as they are. Twisting. And deepening the twist if you want, by even moving the left arm over to behind the right hand. Bring the hand back if you had it there. Bring the legs back. And bring the knees down and come into child's pose or come into downward dog. If you're in child's pose, I recommend folding the arms alongside the body so that the shoulders can rest. We just work them pretty hard. Except if your head doesn't come to the ground, then support your head with your hands or your fists even. If your breath got shallow and fast during those last more strenuous postures, really calm the body back down by slowing the breath. Notice how a slow, deep breath fills into this shape. Where do you feel the breath making space? Where do you feel the relaxation of the exhale? Where else can you let go? If you were in downward dog, please come down onto your knees. And then if you're in child's pose, lift the body up so that we're all now sitting on the feet. And again, I give you the option, you can stay here in rock pose, or you can take the feet wider apart, roll the calves out, and sit inside the legs, inside the feet for hero's pose. It's not for everyone. If you can do it with a cushion under your buttocks, then that's an option as well. It's kind of intense on the knees. Good. Sitting tall, sinking down through the sit bones, lifting the spine. Breathing belly to chest. Drop the chin. Lift the heart. Bring the chin over to the left shoulder. And drop the head. Really feel for the relaxation of the exhale. Feel your seat sinking down. And then bring the chin over to the right shoulder. Keep the spine straight. Relax the head. Bring the head center. And then we'll swing the feet around. And straighten the legs for a moment. Might be nice to rub the knees a little bit. And then bring the heels together. Making a square inside your legs. So not pulling them in, but nice right angles at the knees. And pull the flesh of the buttocks back behind you. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Try to breathe long up your spine. Feel the breath traveling up your whole body. When you exhale, pull the belly in. Let the head relax forward. Let the arms and shoulders and hands all feel that they're resting. On your next inhale, roll up, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor behind you with the fingers pointing forward. And then step down onto the feet hip width apart. If you need to be on fists here, that's fine too. It's kind of intense on the wrists. And then we'll lift. Try to get the hips to the height of the knees and drop the head back. Really let the head relax back. Open the throat. Breathe into it. Lift the tailbone toward the sky. Feel free to lift one leg and straighten it, but not to the point that it collapses your hips. If you're lifting the leg, do the other one. And release down. Bring the hands around the knees. Tuck the chin, lean back. Can you feel the breath spreading wide across the upper back? Maybe you feel it someplace else. Pull yourself up, cross your ankles, flip over, back onto hands and knees. Bring the hands in front of the shoulders, about one hand's length, spreading the fingers wide. Curl the toes. Inhale. Exhale, lift the knees. Press the thighs back. Press the hands forward. You want to feel like you're pushing the hands forward to send the hips back. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So pushing forward through the hands, sit bones go back. Now drop your head. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth. Shake your head no. Inhale. Exhale. Shake your head yes. Inhale. Exhale. Shake your head all around. Press those heels down. Good. Walk the feet in toward the hands. Bend the knees and bring your fingertips down onto the ground. Good. Now keep the lower body just as it is. And then just lift the arms. Lift the torso. Sit down in an imaginary chair behind you. Pull the shoulders down your back. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to aim the knees for the floor a little more. So first when we were here, the emphasis really being on dropping your seat, lengthening and opening your lower back. Now we're just going to shift the weight. Keeping your heels on the ground, just moving your knees down. So you get a really deep stretch in the calves. Good. And bring the hands together at the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale. Hook your right elbow over your left knee. Look out past your left elbow. Breathe in. And then exhale, push down with your left hand, rotating your torso so that your chest moves toward your hands and your hands move toward your chest. Good. Now bring all the weight into that left foot and step the right foot back. Bring the hands around to center. Lift up. Open the arms, inhale. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, press your right heel back, sink your hips down, and aim your tailbone toward your pubic bone. If you like, lift your chest and gaze. Notice which thumb is on the outside. And then step forward, reach up. Exhale with straight legs, fold forward. And just shift a little bit from your toes to your heels, coordinating it with your breath. So it's slow. It's as slow as your breath. Where does it make the most sense for your body to shift back? During the inhale or during the exhale? And then hold in the center. Push down into the feet, lift up through the sit bones. Feel the leg muscles hugging to the bones. Good, and then bend the knees. Bring the fingertips to the floor. Keep the lower body as it is. And then just lift the upper body. Bring the hands together at the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, hook the left elbow over the right knee. Look up past your right elbow. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push the right hand down toward the left hand, turning, twisting, breathing into the twist. Good. Now, weight is on the right foot. Step the left leg back. Bring your hands center. Lift the torso up. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, clasp the hands with the opposite thumb on the outside. Sink your hips down without letting that knee drop. So the hips come down, and then lift the knee, press back through the left heel. Bring the tailbone forward. Again, maybe rolling the shoulder blades in, lifting and opening the chest, taking the gaze up if that feels okay. Spreading slow, relaxing breaths across the chest. On your next inhale, step up, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, imagine that you're drawing the breath up from the earth through the soles of your feet, all the way up the backs of your legs to your sit bones. As you exhale, draw your navel toward your spine and imagine that exhale rolling over from your sit bones down your spine off the crown of your head, back into the earth, creating a cycle. Inhaling up from the earth, exhaling down into the earth. Good. Now bend your knees and clasp your hands behind the back of your head. Now we're going to be pressing the hands into the head, but also down in the direction of the floor. And then we're going to be resisting the hands with the head. So on the inhale, press the hands into the head and down, and also press the head into the hands. And then when you exhale, move your elbows toward the wall behind you. Inhale, pressing with resistance. Exhale, belly in, relaxing over, elbows back. Don't forget the downward motion on that pressure so that you're really giving some traction to the neck. Good. Release the hands and roll up slowly, chin to chest. Reaching up through the arms. Inhale. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Close the eyes. Just feel yourself standing. Maybe letting the hands relax down Turning the palms to face forward. Feeling the earth, feeling the breath, feeling the body, feeling the interplay between all of that. And open the eyes. Shift weight into your left foot. Lift your right foot and take it in your right hand. Bring your left hand over to the right side of your head and pull your head down to the left, pushing your foot down to the floor. And release. Other side. Right foot sinks down, left foot in the left hand, right hand over to the left side of the head, dropping the head to the right. And then really kicking your foot down. And release. Drop the chin. Bend the knees. Roll yourself down all the way onto your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Release your legs. Shake the legs out. If you're working with an eye pillow, place that on your eyes. And then let your arms rest a comfortable distance away from the body with the palms up. Legs a comfortable distance away from each other. Breathe in deep. Exhale out of the mouth, relaxing the whole body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw. Lips slightly part, whole face is relaxed. Inhale deep. Exhale, releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of the past and the future. And seeing what's here in this moment. Using your breath to steady your awareness in the present. We're not trying to control the present moment, just rest in it. So let go of the breath as well. Just allow breath to breathe. Allow the mind to simply know this breath and this one. See if you can stay with your breath without judgment, without interference of any kind. And when the mind wanders away, that's fine, that's what the mind does. As soon as you notice, bring the mind back to the breath again and again. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go. letting everything go. Breathe into your heart, move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side, feeling your back getting massaged by the ground. Then bring the soles of the feet together and the palms together. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto either side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Rest your mind in the moment. Seeing whatever's here. How you feel, what you feel. And then slowly make your way up to sitting any way that you're comfortable. Letting the sit bones sink down and the head look tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in and let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.